deep connection lights a spark. It's like you know me in the depths of my heart. We're dreamers, don't care what other people say. We're living like this could be our final day.
Welcome back to Wednesday. Welcome back to the vlog. Me and Pod are going to go in the school, and this week we're gonna film some e-riders. I've also found my selfie stick so you're not too close to my face, which is always a winner when you're aged like me. But I've been talking about doing these e-riders for quite some time now, and so we're going to have a little bit of a run through this. So they do, I've talked about these online tests before, but they do tests every month that you can get marked by BD judges, and they're really good and actually pretty accurate, because I know some online tests you can do them and then go out into the real world and realise that actually those tests aren't that great. So these are really good. So I'm going to record at least one e-riders. I've got something that I might go rogue on in a minute, but we're going to record BE. We're going to warm up first, me and the gal, and then we're going to record, or have a go at recording BE 96, and we'll send it in and wait for the results. I won't have the results by the time this vlog is done, but you send me your comments, see what you think. Let's get ready and let's get warmed up. Pushing me to the wall. But always remember your corners. Not ask her to go forward then, good girl. But we'll not tell her off because she's doing as she's told. Right, I'm gonna swing my hips more like a whore apparently.
Oh, who taught you that?
One of the instructors. Hips like a whore. Shouldn't really be telling my daughter that, but apparently. Get some inside flexion.
How long have I been filming your horses?
Oh gosh, a long time. Well, how long have we had?
It started with Molly.
We started with Molly 2 years then.
2 years.
It would be 5 years since I bought Red.
Yeah, I wasn't very interested.
School then, I think.
She's not in too good of a mood today, I'd say.
A little new manoeuvre.
You should do a fun facts about pee.
Called a teardrop.
What?
But that's what's in the manoeuvre.
Teardrop. I see it, I see the vision.
Beautiful.
She's looking very shiny on her shoulders. Do you have any fun facts about pee?
Oh, she's the one that scared me the most.
I thought Mo was scary.
Oh, yeah,
You could do like separate groups,
Mo was scary.
girls and boys.
Power, hips, legs. Heel down, heel down.
Grey and brown is a great colour combo on
Hips
her.
like a horse.
You got chance. I'm talking too much. Major distraction. Maybe I shouldn't be hired to do this. mean, like, here's the reason we have pheasant watchers. We used to have the pheasant watchers. Yeah? Some broken ribs.
I didn't realise I got a punctured lung.
Drove yourself to the hospital. I made a jump then. The alarming factor about how your lung was punctured was the fact you couldn't sneeze.
That was so nice. I reckon we can do this 100 test after this.
You're at 7 minutes.
I feel a bit sick. I thought I would voice over and give you my reaction to this. I have seen this one before, but let's have a little bit of a run through. I'm struggling at the moment with a consistent contact. We know that, and I overshoot centre lines more times than I like to mention. I don't know why I can't ride an accurate centre line, but I'm working on it. Yeah, she's above the bridle, but we're looking at rhythm here, friends. We're looking at, is the rhythm consistent, and is she getting to the markers and doing what she's asked? And I have to say, yes, she is. Yes, she is. We're going around the top here, and then we go into, I believe, a serpentine manoeuvre. For me, I didn't think this was a bad serpentine. I think I kind of worked that well in my tiny brain to figure out how much them loops are, because I find that a serpentine, I usually make my first loop massive, and then I've got to figure out how to get 2 other loops in there. Oh, look at that for a canter transition. I'm going to give myself a 6.5 for that. She's above the bridle, I know, but it was accurate and it was between the markers and it was great, okay? I've struggled with canter transitions. It was great. She's actually starting to come down in the canter now. That circle could do with work. I always, again, start quite well on the first bit of the circle and then, I don't know, struggle a little bit on the second bit. So I'll get my cones out and make that a bit better. Right, we're going into our walk work, which I think, as always, I always say it, but I think her walk work is one of the best that she can do. And here we go onto the short diagonal. You could stretch down a bit more, P. You're being a bit nosy there. And I need to ride, probably swing more forward to make sure that she really does step out. She did start jogging previous when we picked her back up to a medium walk, but that rhythm's staying pretty decent. Yeah, she's up. That transition was rubbish. 4.5. It was way above the bridle. What are we doing here? If that's a serpentine, I need to be shot at close range, because how big was that first loop? Wow. Hey, do you know what? I'm thinking in my head I'm going to re-record this, but I'm not, because you can't do that on the day, my friends, okay? You got to take the heat and take whatever the results come from. We're treating it as a live competition scenario. That was a better 20-metre circle than the first one I did, okay? It was better. Transitions down, need work. Again, I think I'm going to go across a diagonal now and then come down the centre line to finish. Oh, that's quite nice. 6.57, I'm going to give myself for that. The rhythm is great. Okay, she's a bit against the hand. Can I actually not overshoot a centre line? Apparently not. Apparently not. But hey ho, do we get a good square halt? Yeah, 6.5. Well done, pod. So you will have seen the run through of BE 96. I think she did it really well, to be honest. There's lots to like about it. I need to get more accurate in my riding, but her transitions were good. She's going to squash me into the fence. Her contact needs to be more consistent, I think, but I'm really pleased with her. Now I was going to go rogue and also film 100 tests, because why not? It's e-riders, it's 12 quid of my good hard-earned cash to probably be told that we're far from it. But if you don't push yourself, my friends, then you never learn, do you? And actually she can do the majority of the movements in the 100 test. The problem being is I have a crap brain, and my brain can't remember, because I've been learning the 96, my brain can't remember the 106. So I'm going to go home. So we're going to rejoin, me and my my top camera woman, are going to rejoin later in the week, which will still be in this vlog, don't worry. It's a dressage vlog. And have a go at the 107 as well, because I think she can do it. Right, peace out. She's so good. She's getting such a nice pony. Peace out, and I'll see you all later in the week. I'm off on holiday soon as well, so. Right, we are back. Day 2. I've changed the child. I've now got the other child to film me, and we're going to have a go at the BE100 test. Are we ready to be doing a BE100 test yet? Absolutely not. Are we going to give it its best shot? Yeah, not bothered, right? Some good moves in there, and it's all about having fun and enjoying. So see what you think of this. Put your score in the comments. If it's mean, don't bother. Keep it to yourself. I've gone rogue. I've recorded a 107 test. Who do I think I am at this moment in time? Don't actually know anymore, but I'm enjoying having fun with my pony. Right, can we do a centre line without overshooting? No, but better. Okay. Oh dear. I mean, it's supposed to be a straight line, but let's not talk about that. Okay, now we are going to go into, I don't even know what the manoeuvre's called. This is why I probably shouldn't be riding this test. It's like a teardrop thing. I actually think this is pretty nice. Okay, I have watched this back, and I do think this is pretty decent. Maybe I went a little bit too farther down that end of the school. What I'm trying to learn with P as well is not to go to my hand, because if I go to my hand, she tends to get a little bit tense. This is a 15-metre circle, my friends. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's all right, that. I'm not bad. So yeah, if I go to my hand, she gets very tense, and it can give her quite a uneven, hoppy rhythm. So I have to I'm learning to relax the hands a bit more and drive more with my seat. Teardrop on this side. Do you know what? That's all right. I'm riding to my markers. And yeah, she's a little bit tense today. She came out a bit sharp on this day. And then I'm going into a 15-metre circle. Again, she's a little bit against the hand. The contact is inconsistent. I am working on it. And my friend keeps saying to me, I need to bend my elbows. Look how straight they are. It'll happen in time. Keeps saying to me, it'll happen in time. And I need to remember that, because I want everything done yesterday when it doesn't always appear to happen like that, does it? Right, we're into the walk work. Stretch down pod. I think that's a nice free walk on a long rein. She's stretching down. She's been, sniffing that floor. And then we pick up to a trot transition soon. I actually probably need to go through this test and make sure I have ridden to my markers. I do struggle to remember tests with my, again, tiny brain. Right, I'm now going into a 20-metre canter circle, but you have to do the canter on the first half, which... that's all right. It was before the centre line, before X. And for a pair, we struggled with our canter transitions. So to do that not in a corner, I'm impressed. I'd give myself a 6 for that. I obviously don't know how to ride into corners, is what I'm learning here. Look at this. For a wobbly, unbalanced horse, there's a trot transition on X. I think that was all right. And then we're going to mirror exactly the same thing on this side. So we're going to go into a trot. You start the 20 metres in trot, and you have to do a canter transition before X, before the centre line, basically. So in the first quarter, I don't know, that's decent. Right, circle's tiny, okay? Let's ignore that fact. That circle is far too small on that side. I was probably concentrating on my transition, and I struggle to concentrate on two things at the same time, which is probably why dressage I find very hard. Again, I'm obviously allergic to corners of a school. We need to work on that if I need to up them marks. That was all right. Now we are going into the final centre line of this little vlog. Can I get it online without overshooting it? Apparently not. Okay, note to self. Work on that centre line. Do we have a nice square halt? Yay! That was the test ran through, and what I took from that is I need to, obviously she needs to be more supple, we're working on that, we're building it up, but I also need to ride more with my seat than my hands. So when I go for lessons with Evie, we work on like the outside leg, inside leg, and the second run through I did, which is the one that I'm going to put up, was so much better. My test riding needs improving at that level because they come up quite tight and quite quick. So, but anyway, the main thing about that was that I had fun with my pony and didn't harm her in any way. She was fabulous, and we'll wait and see what the results are that come in. I'm not expecting miracles, but I'm proud of myself for saying since January that I was going to have an e-riders test recorded, and I've now recorded 2 and sent them in. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll update you in my shorts when the results are in. Cheers, my dears. See you later. Come on. Ooh.
She realised what that was.
Nearly inhaled it.
Carrot cam. Oh, carrot cam. Carrot cam. Carrot cam. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mummy. Thank you very much.
I should chew yours nicely.
Carrot cam. Carrot cam.